Hi book friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I've been seeing a lot of my favorite booktubers do this cute little challenge where they read 100 pages a day until they finish a book or a series that they've been stuck on. So I have a few books here that I am currently in the middle of. So I have 4 books in the lineup right now. 2 of these books I'm just in the middle of the series, and the other 2 I'm very genuinely in the middle of and I cannot finish for the life of me. Starting with the 2 books that I'm currently in the middle of a series, I have Wisteria, which is the 3rd book of the Belladonna series. First of all, let's take a moment for the book itself. Yeah. I am already a few pages in. I'm only 16 pages in actually. And this is my most anticipated read, so honestly I might be starting with this one. And then I have Ruthless Vows, which is the 2nd book of the Divine Rivals duology. I don't know why. I did start it, but for some reason I just couldn't get into it as quickly as I did with Divine Rivals. But Divine Rivals was one of my 5-star reads of the entire year, and I really just want to finish this duology just so I can see if it is a 5-star duology in general, or if it's really just the first book that is a 5-star one-hit wonder. Who knows? And then the next 2 books are 2 books that I put on pause because for whatever reason, I just cannot finish them. I mean, I do have reasons, but I just cannot finish them. The first one is Nightbane. I picked this book up last month and I am only 145 pages in, so I'm a pretty good portion into the book, but there's something about how the story is moving that is not satisfying me enough. And then, Iron Flame. I have been reading Iron Flame since April? It's October 20th, the day that I'm filming this intro. And I am only, where's my bookmark? Do I even have it bookmarked? I will cry if I don't. This book is so thick, my bookmark is super thin too. So I wouldn't be surprised if my bookmark got like genuinely sucked up into this. Found it! I'm on page 378 and this is a 600-page book. She's a chunky one. There's something about the progression of the book that is turning me off a lot, and a lot of the writing is what's turning me off too. You can tell Rebecca Yarros, I know that she wrote it very quickly, but the thing is that you can tell that she wrote it quickly. I'm gonna try my best to finish this because Fourth Wing is one of my favorite series, but I really hope I can get through a good chunk of this book by reading 100 pages a day. So that's what we're gonna be doing this week, and let's jump right into it. I hate her. I made it 100 pages into Wisteria today. Just for reference, that is chapters 1 through 9, and my god, fate is so mean. I knew going into this it was gonna be Blythe's story, and I knew it was gonna be like enemies to lovers, but it's giving more bully romance. God, he's mean. I did not expect him to be that mean. I knew he was gonna be angry, but golly, brother's mean. He literally said, and I quote, "Go and take your disease-ridden self to bed." I'm probably gonna do another 100 pages of this just because I am eating this series up. eating it up. As for Nightbane, I'm gonna try to still do 100 pages today of this book because I need to power through. It's just so hard to get through. One thing that bothers me about Nightbane is how many questions it asks. I found the same issue in Lightlark. Instead of the author adding more substance to the plot, or she would just ask a question like, why does she feel like this? Does he really think that about her? What could be possibly happening in this island? Like, this book is really frustrating me, but I just know if I power through, the ending is just gonna be exciting. I hope it's as exciting as Lightlark. But I'm gonna keep pushing through with Wisteria, and I'm probably gonna do a few pages of Iron Flame too. Let's go! Before I continue the rest of the reading vlog, I have a fun little unboxing. It's my first ever special edition book, and I got Lightlark. It's absolutely stunning. Look at the box. A little moment for the box. Here's the back. It says, "There are lies and liars all around you." Absolutely stunning. And then on the inside, well, first of all, here's the spine. And here's the spine with all of the realm's crowns. Absolutely beautiful. This edition has an extra chapter in Grimm's POV, and I can't wait to read it. I'm literally gonna read it now. He literally said, "The necklace, Heart Eater, she needed him." Oh my god. And then this special edition has fan art in the inside. A moment. We need to look at how absolutely stunning Grimm and Oro are. So beautiful. I'm so happy for this. So this video is for sure gonna end up being a series because I have too many series that I'm in the middle of and too many books that I'm in the middle of. Right now, I am still reading Wisteria and Nightbane. I almost said Lightlark. I'm more deep into Wisteria than I am Nightbane. I didn't film any of my progress yesterday because I was working and I was in the office. So I wasn't able to film any of my progress, but I'm gonna be continuing the 100 pages a day until I finish a book in a series or a book that I'm in the middle of. And honestly, I'm almost done with Wisteria. That's a lie. I'm only like 130 pages in, but let's continue and see if we get to finish a book by the end of the series. Maybe one. Let's see.
Here, Sophie. It's a present for you. You'll see.
Had to move to the bedroom because trying to read while having a gamer boyfriend is not for the weak. But I am 166 pages in, or 167 pages in, chapter 14. Aris is mean. I know I said that earlier, but my god, Aris is mean. We're a good portion into the book. I'm getting closer to the halfway point of the book. A lot of people said that the series gets better with each book, but for some reason I'm not connecting with this one as much. This might bite me in the butt later, and I might end up like absolutely loving it because I'm really only on chapter 14. But right now, I'm not too in love with the book. I think it's mainly because I didn't really like Blythe in the first two books. She started to redeem herself in Foxglove, but I still didn't really connect with her as much. I definitely connected with Signa a lot more. I also haven't kept that many tabs yet, Like, I have a few tabs, but again, Eris is really, really mean, so I haven't got that many cute moments, but I'm starting to. The enemies to lovers is really enemies to lover-ing. It's very much enemies to lovers. It's very much bully to lover. But like, she also bullies him too, which I love. Like, she does not take his shit at all. She stands her ground. She... Oh, it's getting good in here though. Let's continue. You know how earlier I was like, oh, I'm not really vibing with Wisteria, that's why I don't have that many tabs in the book, I'm not really connecting with the characters, yada yada. And I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna eat my words. Guess who ate her words? We've got tabs, baby. We have got tabs. I wish I was making this up. Literally, the moment I turned off my camera, it was tab after tab after tab after tab. Highlight, underline, annotation, page after page after page, highlight after highlight, underline after underline. When I say that I ate my words, I mean it. Literally the next page, it was back to back to back to back. I'm eating this book up, but at the same time, I had to pause. I'm on chapter 24. I had to take a pause because at this point I have anxiety. With what is happening, I'm anxious and I can't. He keeps calling her Sweetbriar. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the book is giving me anxiety. I just ate my own words. I'm literally gonna read it right now. I'm gonna start reading it right now. I'll be right back. Wait, I lied. Before I go, I just came back from Target and I got a little haul. I, for some reason, picked up another series. I have heard mixed reviews. I know. Why did you pick up this series of all series? I don't know. But I fear I might like it. Also, this is a different cover than what I've seen the other covers. Maybe it's a Target exclusive, but I hope that if I do continue this series that I can find the rest of the covers like this, because it's gonna bother me if I have that original black cover. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, wow. Y'all are fancy over here. And then the next one, my girlies over on TikTok know that I'm not the biggest fan of romance, contemporary romance. But when I saw that Anna Wong was coming out with a soccer romance, I think she got me there. I've been watching Blue Lock, and my anime girlies know. Like, if you know, you know. So I picked up The Striker by Anna Wong. I read the back of this and I was like, I fear this might be the Anna Wong book that I will eat up. I think it's gonna be the one. Asher Donovan is a living legend, the darling of the Premier League, the arguably greatest footballer in the world. But his reckless antics and recent team transfer have caused much controversy, and when his feud with his rival turned teammate cost them a championship, they're forced to bond during off-season cross-training. Surviving the summer shouldn't be hard, until Asher meets their new trainer. She's beautiful, talented, and no matter how hard he tries, he can't take his mind off of her. The only problem? She's his rival's sister. And completely off limits. Yeah, I think this might be the one. Anyways, let's get back into Wisteria. I just finished Asteria, the third book of the Belladonna series, and I have officially finished my first series. This book was an absolute ride. Out of the entire trilogy, this is by far my favorite book. And it kind of makes me sad that Blythe and Fate only have one book, because my god was it a ride. Writing was very digestible, just like the first two books, but I feel like it had more character growth. I feel like it had more character growth with both Fate and Blythe figuring out who they were and what they meant to each other, and just their growth in that relationship in general, kind of going through those hurdles of that hatred, of that absolute, like, pure, deep-rooted hatred that they had for each other. That just blossomed into something so much more beautiful. I think entirely I'm going to give this whole series a 4.5 stars. I was gonna give it a 4.75 stars. This Wisteria is definitely 4.75. The whole series, though, a 4.5, because although I loved the first two books, I wish the first two books had what Fate and Blythe had. I wish Death and Signa had that relationship growth in these first two books that Blythe and Fate had. The last book definitely focused more on the relationship, whereas the first two books focused on the thriller and the mystery and the murder of everything. Which, while I enjoyed it, I truly wish we had that growth with Signa and Death in the first two books. Either way, like, I'm just proud of myself for finishing an entire series in like 2 weeks. Because I did my 24-hour readathon like last week, and then I finished this book this week. I finished an entire series in a week. I'm really proud of myself. My camera's gonna die. Anyways, this is definitely gonna be a multiple part series. I'm gonna try to finish the other series. My camera's gonna die. So I'm really happy that you guys watched the entire video, and I will see you next time.